Welcome, everybody. This is the Planning Commission meeting of August 7th, 2025. It's 7 o'clock here in Brookfield Town Hall, room 133. First, the roll call of who is here and who is not. Scott Dale, Chair, I'm here. Michael Duvall is here. He's our Vice Chair. We do not have Linda Taylor, who is our Secretary, or John Mara, who's a regular member. Mark Loengart is a regular member and is here. We do have Elaine Tomanio. Thank you for being here, Elaine, as an alternate. You will be a voting member today.
Okay.
All right. And we do not have George or Eric, who are other alternates. So, the item 2 is the approval of minutes from the previous meeting. I do not believe we have enough folks here who were present for that meeting. Yeah, only Mark and I and Linda were part of that meeting, so we can table that until the next meeting, the approval of those minutes. All right. Next thing on the agenda is the public hearing. All right. So.
For the record, my name is Steve Sullivan, professional engineer with CCA LLC. There's no one here from the public, they're the applicants, so I'm just gonna
Yep.
put it right up against,
Yep.
so you guys get it.
Thank you.
Pulse up.
Okay.
Shall I begin the
I can
public
find-
hearing first? Okay. All right. So this is a regular meeting of the Brookfield Planning Commission. At this point in our agenda, we have scheduled a public hearing concerning the application of a proposed subdivision for 204A Wisconsin Road, application number PL-25-1. Again, let me introduce the members of the commission who are present here this evening. We have Mark Loengart, who's a regular member. We have Michael Duvall, who's our vice chair, and Elaine Tomanio, who's an alternate, who's a voting member for this evening. And then we will call this public hearing by calling we don't have our secretary here, so I'll ask our vice chair, if you don't mind just reading this part from here to here, please.
All right, this application was formally received by the Commission on June 5th, 2025. A public hearing is only one aspect of the approval process and is for the purposes of the accepting factual information and data bearing on this application to allow expression of opinion by interested parties. Subsequent to this hearing, the Commission has 65 days in which to render a decision on this proposal. Final decision may be in the form of approved as submitted, approved with stipulations, or denied. After reading into the record the correspondence received by the Commission relative to this application, we will ask the applicant to present the application in detail. The presentation will be limited to 45 minutes.
Yep,
That's it.
Yep, thank you very much. All right. We don't have, I'll entertain questions and clarification concerning the applicant's presentation. We do not have anybody here, right? So, all right, we can move forward from that. No other no public comments at all? No one here to speak from the public? Okay.
You can ask a
Where
couple.
is 20? I'd like to know where 204A Wisconsin Road is, just for reference.
Okay.
So this shaded area is 204A, that's the house, let me turn this on.
Okay.
That's the existing house, right, so it's this whole piece here.
Uh-huh.
And so what they're trying to do is split that into one more lot. So this would remain 204A, and then the
Okay.
assessor and post office would have to
Okay.
number that.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Yep.
We don't have anybody here from the public to speak on either way, right? You guys are both part of the applicants. So I think we can proceed with the presentation.
So again, it's 204A Wisconsin Road. It's 4.86 acres. It's located on the west side of Wisconsin Road in the R40 zone. It's about 934 feet east of Oak Grove Road. and it contains the existing house and their associated outbuildings like a pool, and some sheds and that sort of thing. It has a driveway access from Wiskineer Road. I would say, when did we do this free cut, like a year or two ago?
It was actually 4 years ago.
Was it 4 years ago?
Yeah.
So 4 years ago, we did a first division of land, which is a free cut. That's this property right here. So right now, this property, this driveway serves 3 properties. 204A, I think that's 204B, Wiskineer Road, and then there's a property that's not owned by the applicant, but they have access to the common driveway, that's 202 Wiskineer Road. So again, they're trying to subdivide 204A into 2 lots. Lot 1, which would be the existing house lot, would be 3 acres, and lot, we're calling 1A, would be 1.865 acres. From a site plan perspective, it's pretty simple. We just have the one house that'll access the existing common driveway, and has a proposed well, and the septic system is to the east of the proposed house. There is a wetlands approval for the, because there's wetlands on the property, but there is a wetlands approval for the new lot. They are, since there's not excessive land for open space, we're looking to do a fee in lieu of open space. In the package, we also have a bond estimate, which is really just for pins and monuments and erosion controls. And then the unusual thing here is we are asking for a waiver to section 234-805 of the subdivision regulations. That's pertaining to the common driveway and the number of lots on it. As I mentioned earlier, you have the existing house 204A, you have 204B, and then 202 accesses the common driveway about 110 feet off of Wiskineer Road. Even though they have frontage on Wiskineer Road, it's just been like that since they built the houses. So we're looking to waive and allow this 4th house, but it's only sharing 110 feet for 4 houses, because that's 202 veers off after 110 feet. And alternatively, we could shift our driveway to the north, so you'd have 2 separate curb cuts. But from a safety perspective, in our opinion, we feel like for 110 feet to share the common driveway would be a safer situation than putting another curb cut right next to an existing curb cut. So there is a letter in the package that kind of explains the waiver and what we're asking for. So yeah, again, 4 years ago, the applicant owned this property, they built the house, their son actually lives there, and now they're looking to build one more house for their daughter,
In
actually.
between.
Yeah. So that's basically the project.
Was this ever previously approved as a subdivision?
No. That's why we're able to do it, because it wasn't.
But I mean, the area, because you got the, you're gonna have the common driveway, that's 1, 2, 3 already. So I thought.
Yeah, you have the.
That's why I was
existing
just
house,
curious
yeah.
if they ever,
No.
applied for a subdivision.
Nope, the reason they did that was through the first division of land process, so that's not
Okay.
a subdivision.
I had another question. At the end of the drive where it's asphalt and then it turns to gravel.
Yeah, so they have to finish paving
Right.
this.
Okay.
It has to, yeah, the full 18 feet, a portion of it's paved, but they have to finish that.
So,
It's still on the applicant to do that.
so the waiver, that you're asking for, I understand that, but also because of the way it's situated, you need a spot in the end to have a turnaround for, to have a space for a fire truck to be able to turn around, like a cul-de-sac or something.
It's like a.
I don't see it on the plan, that's why.
It's very wide.
Right.
John Shelcom.
Okay. No, I seen it. I just was wondering where is that gonna be, because there's a house at the end,
Yep, that's this one right here.
and then you got a house in the middle, and then the house by Wiskineer.
So they could
You
back
need
into
to have
a driveway.
You have to have a turnaround, completely, they gotta be able to turn around.
Well, not a cul-de-sac, it would be a.
Well, whatever it is, you don't have to call it a cul-de-sac, they just have enough space for a fire truck to be able to turn around. They can't pull in and back out, they have to be able to turn around. That's, you know,
Well, they could pull in and back into the driveway and then go out.
that's not really the same, they gotta be able to spin around and go right back.
For a common driveway, I've never done that for.
I don't know, that's why I'm wondering, it's
Common
confusing
driveway.
because it's like a subdivision requires a turnaround for a fire truck. So I don't know
Not-
if that part, we're not trying to waive that part.
No, but that's not a common driveway. A
Well-
common driveway doesn't require a cul-de-sac. But you have to have
Well, you know,
some
I'm
sort of
understand, you have to have,
hammerhead
right, you have to have
geometry,
something to be able,
Right, so that's what I'm saying, they can.
so is
pull
that
in-
anything in the plan, or is there anywhere they can, like,
Yeah, right.
you know,
So they
you
can-
need probably at least a 60-foot circle to be able to turn around,
No, no,
you know what I mean?
that's-
Not
that's,
for a residential zone.
Well, not for a common driveway.
Because there's no way to,
Driveway.
for them to turn around, it's a dead end.
well, they back into the driveway and then go out,
How many feet wide is the driveway?
18 feet.
And then how many feet wide is that area where they can back into?
Well, it's 18 feet, and then the width of the driveway for the new home is, maybe 12, 14 feet.
Okay, well, for them to back in, I mean, I don't see an issue with that, you know, what you described, but I just wanna make sure it's wide enough so that they
Yeah.
can do that.
Right, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Eighteen feet as the minimum.
Correct.
But it's actually not classified as a subdivision though, right?
No, it's still a subdivision.
Oh.
So every common driveway I've done does not have a cul-de-sac in Brookfield, none of them do. But you have a geometry where they can
Well,
pull
not a
in
cul-de-sac,
and
just an
back
area
in.
where they can turn around,
Yeah,
like I said.
so this is a three-point turn essentially.
All right,
Pulling in, backing into a driveway, and then going back.
All right, because when I was looking at the regulations, it just says they gotta be able to turn around. It doesn't say three-point turn or anything. So, I don't know. I don't know how,
No, I mean, if
you
you,
know what I mean? I don't know how that, it's,
is that in the?
section
road?
234, 204, access, part C. 234, 204, access, part C.
234, 204.
It just says access, part C. It doesn't really specify if you can make a three-part turn, you know, just
Right.
says they gotta be able to turn around a fire truck. I was like,
Mhm.
all right, that's a safety issue, that's not like, you know.
In
But
my
if it-
driveway, it's a large area.
No, like I said, it might be all right then,
Just
I don't know.
access for emergency access.
I'm just asking, I don't know. Because I see the, you know, when I'm looking at the satellite map, it just looks like, I see a driveway like that, and then the gravel and the house at the end,
Right.
so, I don't know.
So like the town roads, where you're having more, larger number of lots, which is more lots in Brookfield to do these lots, but that's where you have the 80-foot or 120-foot plan.
Right.
All of the common driveways that I've done, there is no one of them, do not have a circle cul-de-sac. They just have an access.
I'm just talking about in regards to a subdivision, not just,
No, that doesn't matter. The common driveway is for the subdivision, right? Because you're subdividing into
Right.
multiple lots. So, for common driveways, it's just, the geometry allows for a truck to come in, back into another driveway, and then pull out.
what'd you see in there? It really doesn't say any, it's not really specific, it just says a turnaround.
Allows
You know,
access,
as a-
I believe that might be more for roads in a subdivision, more than
Well,
it is
look for the one for the
common
fire truck, it
driveways.
says it's specifically fire truck.
No, the next section.
204.
It says, all lots shall provide sufficient access for emergency vehicles to reach all buildings and turnaround space to exit as necessary.
It's kind of vague, you know?
I mean, turnaround can be, doesn't say cul-de-sac.
No, I didn't say cul-de-sac, I just said turnaround. Gotta be able to turn around.
Yeah, so it's a three-point turn in this instance, like every other common driveway in Brookfield.
I said, it doesn't matter with a common driveway, when it's classified as a subdivision, we have to follow that, right?
Well, common driveways are a way to, access a subdivision. So, it's a common driveway within a subdivision.
All right, I'm good. Anything else?
Does anybody have any questions? or comments?
Nope.
No? Mhm.
One thing I would ask though is, so what Mike was describing earlier, where a vehicle may have, like a large vehicle, maybe not a fire truck or whatever a large vehicle could potentially ever need to access the driveway for whatever reason, when they do the 3-point turn and they back out, is there adequate approach? Like, is it a sharp angle, or is there like, is it
It's-
sloped and there's an adequate room on both ends for?
In this situation, we have two driveways, the existing house lot and the new house lot, which are, their driveways are perpendicular to the common driveway, right? So if a vehicle wants to stop here, for instance, and turn around, they would back into this driveway and go out.
No, I understand that. I'm saying is the
Slope?
curb cut essentially to that driveway
Yeah.
adequate for a vehicle to make a turn and back into it and not, okay.
Yeah, because we have to, the slopes are following the subdivision regulations, they can't average more than 10%.
10%.
Yeah, 10%.
Okay, no, that's fine. I was just curious. As far as drainage goes, is there any new drainage
No,
being,
no,
okay,
no, none is necessary. We have, each house, like, same with this house. This house, the roof leaders are in an underground gallery system.
okay,
Recharge, so that's the new drainage.
got it, okay.
Do we have any other questions at all? Do we have any questions regarding the waiver requests? Regarding the driveway?
Nope, not me.
No? Okay. Anything from you? No? Mark?
Nope.
No? Okay. Do we want to close the public hearing?
I'll make a motion to close the public hearing.
Yeah, I second it.
You second that? Anybody want to discuss that a little further? No? Ayes?
Aye.
I'm all right.
Four? Sorry? Yeah, 4-0. So we'll close the public hearing. Okay. Are we in a position to discuss this further and deliberate on this? Anybody?
I don't have any questions. I think I understand what he wants to, I don't have any questions further. I know what he's trying to do.
You do?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I understand it.
Okay. All right, do we feel we're in a position to vote on this either
I
way?
feel confident to vote on it.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Okay,
So I just had that one kind of concern, because I see where, where it is, and I'm like,
okay.
what are you gonna turn around?
Mm-hmm, okay,
There's enough room there?
all right. Does anybody want to make a motion regarding this application?
Now, what are we actually, what are we waiving from the,
Oh, that was,
I read it before.
that was the, I'll find the page again,
What part of the,
this right here.
I'm sorry, I read it before.
Yeah. So regarding the driveway. And is
All right,
that-
so the waiver is just for the
Yeah.
access for the,
Yeah.
not to have to make another curb cut.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's all right.
As
Yeah,
they
I read that
described on the
before.
map. All right. Anybody want to make a motion to approve this?
I'll make a motion to approve application PL 25-1.
I'll second it.
Could we just
Yep.
possibly add two things to that motion?
Yes,
With
sure.
the waiver of
Mhm.
the common driveway?
Yep.
Also, the condition that they will be paying a fee in lieu of open space?
Mm-hmm.
And the bond amount.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Get all that, Mark?
I made it a
Okay.
little bit more challenging.
I'll make a motion to approve application PL-25-1 with the stipulations that the bond amount is included and that there will be funds set aside for, in lieu of open space. And whatever amount Do you have the amount, or?
6,800?
It's in the letter, I believe.
6,800, something like that.
And the bond amount too,
Yes.
should be on the record.
I read it
Uh,
before.
I'll second it.
Got
Is that in here?
That is.
Okay, let me find that, all right.
I don't know why I don't have it.
I thought I seen it before, 6,800. Keep going, it's on. I know I seen it before.
Have you located it? Oh, there we are.
56.
There we are here. Oh, the last page, there we are. All right, so, yeah, the bond amount would be $5,610, so,
Okay.
do you want to restate the motion?
All right. I will make the motion to approve application PL-25-1 with the stipulation that, what was the amount?
The bond is $5,610.
That $5,610 will be set aside in lieu of open space to,
Oh, no, that's the
No.
bond.
oh,
No,
that's the bond, I'm sorry,
That's
no,
the
no, I'm
bond.
sorry.
Yeah, that's the bond.
Or that, to cover the bond is
Yes,
$5,610, and then do you have the amount for open space?
That, it's actually in here, it's a certain percentage, so.
And then-
Okay.
What percentage is it? I don't know which,
See, erosion controls, I don't know,
We don't have the map here. We have
opens.
Is that it?
10%, pins and monuments, it's broken down here. Erosions bond. And pins and pins and monuments.
if I have that copy.
So with the approval of the commission, setting aside land for open space, the applicant may pay a fee of 10% of the current fair market value of land to be subdivided.
Okay.
Okay, so to
Yes.
add to my motion to approve, the bond amount is $5,610, and 10% of the fair market value of the land that's being subdivided will be set aside for open space.
Do we get it all?
I think so.
I'll
I think
second.
that-
Okay. What? Go
Did
ahead.
you get that, Jean? Because I
Does he
think
have to restate about the waiver and state the actual chapter and verse that it comes from? 234, 208, over
234,
I'm sorry, 805.
it would be helpful. Are we making this hard for you, Mark? I'm
No,
sorry.
it's all right.
You'll have this memorized for next time.
Just some notes, you wanna write down?
What? That's fine, I got it. It's $5,610 and 10% of the land's fair market value.
Well, yeah, the fee in lieu of open space is the 10% of the fair market value. The bond amount is the 5,000.
610.
610,
Six-
and a waiver of regulation to,
Brookfield, 234-80.
805.
No. Oh, there's several listed here. Yeah, there we are. So, yeah. Brookfield subdivision regulation 234-805, Connecticut General Statute 8-26. The Brookfield subdivision regulation 234-204B2. Yeah, regarding Carbon Dorp driveway. So.
I'm supposed to say that.
Should really write this down.
Yeah.
Jim, did you get that?
I'm confused of the 234-204-2, is that what
Yeah.
you said?
I don't even know what
So
that
it's,
is.
subdivision regulation 234-204 for access, subsection 2, that a common drive will serve more than 3 houses.
So what is 234-805?
I'm not sure what 234
Okay,
That just allows you to apply for a waiver.
Oh,
we
that's the way,
switched.
Oh,
got it.
okay.
There we go.
234.
No, it makes sense.
So, I will make the motion to approve the waiver for application PL-25-1 for 204A Wisconsin Road, to waive Brookfield subdivision regulation 234-204B2, and in lieu of and the fee in lieu of open space will be 10% of the land's fair market value, and the bond amount is set for $5,610.
We
I'll
got it.
second
Got it.
I'll second it.
You got that?
Yep, got that? You,
No,
No?
because it said that you're approving the waiver
Oh.
and all these other things, but you never
No, you
approved
approved
the
the
application. I'm
application.
sorry.
And to add to
Everyone
that, I
has a
approve
killing
the
me, guys.
application.
I'm sorry. I'm almost done.
Okay.
okay,
Again?
What is,
so can we revise
I
it and
approved the
say,
waiver, I didn't catch it right away.
oh, you
so
want
I
it
approved-
restated?
you want it restated
Okay.
and say,
Well,
God.
just for the record, because
Yep.
you did
Getting
say
confusing.
10 minutes ago to approve the application.
Okay,
I just
approve
said,
the
just don't want
application
anybody coming along
for,
and
Yep.
splitting it.
okay.
here we
I
go again.
will make the motion to approve the application for application number PL-25-1 for 204A Wisconsin Road, and the total bond amount is $5,610, and in lieu of open space, 10% of the land's fair market value will be provided.
And the
And-
common-
And the,
sorry.
That's in the beginning.
and this application will allow for
A waiver.
the waiver for the common driveway.
I'll second it.
Okay, I think we're okay.
We'll make it fun.
Are we all on the same page here? We're good? Okay. We have a second. Is there any further discussion? No? We vote? Ayes?
Aye.
Aye?
4-0. We made it. Thank you.
Have a good night.
All right.
These signs. Okay, so these signs.
Thank you, everybody.
Oh, my goodness.
All right.
All right.
On with the show here. Thank you. New business, well, it's not really new business, I guess so. Just to bring it up, of course, in December, there will be a merging of the Planning and the Zoning Commission. There's been some discussion on some of the changes that have to take place, most of which is where it's in the town code, where it says planning, where it says zoning, and now it says planning and zoning. The one thing that's still, I believe, is still an open matter that I know of, that is how they will fill vacancies going forward, and I believe that will require a vote by the Board of Selectmen to, because that is actually in the state regs, they can determine how that's going to be, so they have to actually determine that and go through that process. As you may know, that planning, the state regs allow planning to fill its own vacancies. And that is how it is, I believe, also for Board of Finance and Board of Education. So the Board of Selectmen actually get to choose whether we will continue to do it that way under planning and zoning, or they can decide that should there be a vacancy in the new P and Z, that it will be them, the Board of Selectmen, who will make that determination how that will be filled. And that's for regular members, I'm speaking of. All right, so that's, my feeling, just because, and that's totally from a planning perspective, is that it's worked pretty well for us, you know? So, that's how it should probably be going forward, but, and I think that the key piece for me would be to hear why anyone would feel, it should be different for P and Z than it should be for Board of Ed or Board of Finance, but, that remains to be seen. I don't know if there's any other major, things that are left to really discuss on that. I think we've covered most of it, and Kurt from zoning has looked into a lot of this stuff as well. So, but anyway, just to bring that up.
And who makes that decision, the first selectman, or
The Board of Selectmen.
the Board of Selectmen?
Yeah, it is, they get to choose how, the manner, which the P and Z will.
And
fill those vacancies.
because I missed a couple of meetings,
Yep.
who decided that they wanted to merge the two?
Oh, that was
that-
when we had, the vote in town, yeah.
Oh,
charter
the town,
change. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So planning has, well, we have the public hearing, this Tuesday, and then we only have 3 more meetings as planning
Planning,
scheduled
yes.
right now. So, that's why we're trying to push to get, some of this open stuff done,
Okay,
so, yeah.
thank you.
Oh, yeah, thank you. All right, so I just to bring that up, and then onto the old business, which the plan of conservation development, the big thing that we're working on and hoping to close out before planning is no longer planning. We do have the public hearing that is this Tuesday, August 12th. It will be at the high school, okay? And that is a planning meeting. So, because the POCD is now in our hands. It's in planning's hands to complete the task. We did have the POCD core group, which worked on a lot of the chapters and all that work, and which has helped to produce this draft. So, now, we'll go through the hearing, hear what the public has to say about it, and then, if we need to make adjustments, we'll do so. And then, we will then, whatever the final version of this will be, it'll be us planning who'll be, approving that and moving it forward. So, all right, so that's why, also, while we only have, 3 regular meetings, it's important that we're able to attend, and if you have any challenges in doing so, please communicate it so we can get a quorum, and get everything finished, all right? So, yeah, and I do want to mention also another key step was taken. This draft was submitted to WestCog. WestCog did respond. And I would say it's very favorable response to the POCD. They had some edits and some other minor suggestions on some of the exhibits and stuff that are within it, but nothing, no changes of what I would say are substance that are needed at this time. We've got a couple edits there, I would say, a couple things maybe to fix, but otherwise I'd say it's a very favorable response to what we have. Any comments on any of that? So that's a part of the process overall.
What would you say was the biggest change that they want to make that would require the most time to modify?
Not much of anything, really. I don't think there's too much. I think we can, with our consultants, I think we can address most of this.
Okay.
Yeah. It's, just looking at some days, a lot of it's just complimentary, so.
Oops, I thought I put that on, sorry.
too.
I thought I put it on, no ring. I don't know what happened. Sorry about that.
The very last comment.
What's that?
Maybe the last comment would be the biggest one if you wanted to make any changes of
Mhm.
current or expected changes to federal support for
Yeah.
EVs.
I'm at a meeting.
I think that would be the most.
Yeah, yeah, we can do that.
How come that went on?
That's a bit of a suggestion, I suppose, that we can discuss. But anyway, yeah, so, the public hearing is, Tuesday. Everybody's gonna be there, right?
I won't be there.
Mike, are you gonna be?
Try.
I'll be there.
I am.
I'm meeting my
Yeah?
son
You'll
in
be there.
Pennsylvania,
Great.
so
Great, okay. All right,
I don't think I won't make it.
no?
So my son's coming from Pennsylvania, and we have to meet him, and he's coming back up from law school, so
Okay,
it's gonna be a busy day.
okay. You don't have any comments regarding the draft, right? At this time?
I would have to.
No, I'm asking Mike.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the only thing I'm thinking about is there's really no, state regulation or anything that any of the things in the plan have to be done by state law. As like the last, it's just a guideline. There's no like, state statute that governs any of the.
Well, we have to
things
have
that are in
it, yeah, we
right?
have to have
It's
it.
just a,
The state
you know what I mean,
regulations, they require
it's just
that.
a suggestion.
Yeah,
Kind of, because it's not really a state statute that anything in it has to be done. Because like the last one, half of the stuff most of the stuff wasn't done anyway. So, I'm saying there's no
It's-
really,
it-
you know what I mean, it's not really,
we-
it's not governed by
yeah,
state
we
statute.
are
that-
required to have a plan
We're
now.
required to have a plan, but the
Yeah.
plan itself, there's
Mhm.
nothing that's really binding by a state statute or anything like that.
Some
You know
may
what I mean?
tie to it, yeah, some may tie to certain
Well, the thing
pieces
is-
of it. But really what it is
You know
a
what I mean?
vision,
Is-
it's a long-term vision, and a collective.
Yeah, it's-
Long-term vision for the town, and we are required to have that. And
Right.
as you know too, because, as things have popped up in town, they can come to planning, well, they did, and then we would have to respond to those issues. Maybe it goes through zoning, it might be sent to us for our opinion, but we would respond to that, based on what is in the plan of conservation and development. That would be, the context in which we formulate our opinion on that.
No,
So,
and
it's more, it is more of a long-term
Right,
Yeah.
right.
also,
view.
I guess one thing that is sort of binding though is that, let's say that the town wanted to apply for a state or federal grant, or like a grant that Westcog is
Right, right.
advertising, and we had nothing in the plan about something that we wanted, about what we wanted to do with the money, so we would have to justify it somehow. It would be much harder to get that money
Yeah,
if
to
there's
start
nothing,
from
if
the
there's
beginning.
no
Yeah.
prior documentation on like something we've wanted for a long time.
Right, so it's like a rubric of what's
Yeah.
gonna
And they read
hopefully
this.
go on.
Yeah, they
Right.
read the POCD, and whoever is assessing whether or not Brookfield should receive a grant for something, and then that helps determine if we get it or not. So in that regard, it is somewhat. Some things will depend on it,
Right.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
I always worry that, the developers and all that stuff, obviously, they're not gonna follow any of the guidelines. Like, the original plan I can show you was supposed to be 2-story townhouses.
Mhm.
Do you see any 2-story townhouses at Four
Well,
Corners?
the zoning regs
I mean,
are
that's,
three.
that's what it
Yeah.
comes down to. The
That's
zoning.
Well, the original plan,
zoning should be
the original
reading it.
PLCD was
There
for
was two, I know.
2-story
Yep, that
townhouses,
came-
and, a theater and this and that and all kinds of stuff, and none of that materialized.
Yep.
That's why I'm saying it's, there's really no, there's no state statute, guiding it or anything,
For an
right? But like you
implementation
said, if you need something done and you already have it in the plan, you don't have to start from day one, so
Yeah.
I understand that part. That's all.
Yeah.
Just like, was disappointed from the last one because none of it came to fruition.
Hopefully we will implement.
Yeah,
We
we-
do have some good implementation strategies included in the plan this time.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll be able to work on that.
There is, yeah, that's a good point. There's a lot of good stuff at the end as far as
Oh,
how
yeah.
to get from here to there. again, it's like any, you know, I don't know about you, but, you know, with your job, you might have goals at the beginning of the year, and you know what? Sometimes that stuff can just go, you know, steer way off course because of circumstances or things that could be unexpected. But you know what? You still have to begin with a set of goals, you know, to work off of. So
Yeah.
it's similar in that regard. You know, we can't predict everything that might happen. You know, but at least we have a plan. But anyway, we've done a lot, and I don't know if the timeline's here, but you know, we started working on, as a planning commission, we started working on this thing in February of '24. So there's been a lot of time and a lot of effort into this thing, and we've had, you know, they'll be talking about this on Tuesday night. We interviewed, over 30 different boards and commissions in town, different organizations. There's a lot of input in this, a lot of work, a lot of input.
There's a lot of great feedback.
Oh, a tremendous amount. And then for anybody to try to gather all that stuff in and say, okay, you know, and pull this all together, it's not an easy task. So I'm happy, you know, I'm very hopeful. I'm interested in hearing what folks have to say on Tuesday. But yeah, you know, I feel like we're almost there. We just gotta push our way to the end. Thank you very much. Yeah, so yeah, looking forward for everybody to be there, and we'll take that next step, hopefully to the finish line, you know. Let's see, what else do we have here? Affordable, the affordable housing plan has always been something that we could look at if we feel we're in a position to act upon it, but I've always said that the POCD is goal number one, the priority, we must do that, and so we'll address that when we feel we're in a position to do so, if we feel we're in a position to do so. Let's see, what else do we have here? The other, what's that? Oh, sorry. We have, I guess we have some minutes from the other commissions. I haven't looked too deep into it. Anybody have a look into anything they want to bring up regarding any of the minutes that are in the?
I don't think I have anything.
That are in the, I don't know if there's anything directly relevant to what we have. Excuse me, Roma. Wait, that's ours. I guess, you know, with the, of course, zoning, we'll be merging with them, so we probably want to stay in tune with some of the things that they're doing. But nothing directly relevant, I don't think, for planning at this point. Any comments, anything you we want to bring up here? Regarding any of these minutes? If not, we can move on.
Yeah, I read through them.
I don't want to rush anybody, but, And again, I also spoke. It's not, we don't have the Board of Selectmen meeting minutes, but I did a very brief presentation on Monday to the Board of Selectmen, just to highlight that we have this public hearing that's coming up next Tuesday there, just to hopefully generate some interest from the public there. If not, does anybody have anything they'd like to bring up for informal discussion at all? One thing that I think that came up, there was the tours they're doing for the center school, right? That there was a note that came out that I can forward that to you guys if you haven't seen it. Believe it's next Tuesday, and I'll have to look at it.
In the
I
afternoon?
know it's Tuesday at 5, and I just remember it.
Yeah, the other one is in the morning. It's like 8:30 in the morning.
It is 8:30 in the
Yeah.
morning, and I'm not quite sure what day it
Yeah.
is.
If you guys have any interest, let me know. I'll forward the note to you guys, or I can forward to you guys, and you can forward it to them, just in case you have an interest or time to do so.
Has the ad hoc come up with any, any kind of idea of what to do there?
I honestly don't
That's
know the
been,
answer to
that's been a few
that.
years already.
You know, I really don't know
Oh, you
the
didn't get
answer
any
to
inside
that.
scoop? Oh,
No inside scoop here. That was their commission. I guess we could go through their minutes if you'd like, but.
yeah, a few years ago when they were talking about it, like I said, I brought up the fact that you got the gymnasium there, you could make a teen center, play basketball or have some music playing and just keep that section and, you know, a couple of bathrooms open and that's it. You know, really, the rest of the building is classrooms.
Classrooms, it's.
And there is a stage in there, you could have like, you know, music program, some battle of the bands or something, I don't know.
I know it does need a lot of repairs.
Yeah,
There has been
that's the problem.
Extensive damage to the property and the electrical, I believe. So there's a lot of factors that come into
Yeah,
play on what the best solution is moving forward with that building.
Yeah, I think a few years ago, like, when Tara Carr was first living, she said I think we should just demolish it now. And I don't know what else can we put there?
We'll see what the committee determines, you know? That's why you have the committee.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's something that we have some answers there. I don't mind touring it if I have the time, just to see what it is. I'm curious. But I don't know.
They
if
talk about putting an additional library in there too, at one point.
Yeah, or.
It's too much, because
some
I've been
sort
in
of
that school, I
center.
can't imagine, because there's two big hallways that go down and,
Yeah.
on each side of that, because that's where my kids went to school.
Mhm.
So, you know, so,
Mhm.
you know, that's a lot of renovation to have to,
Yeah.
and at that time, even when my kids were in there, and that's a long time ago, it was not in great shape.
Right.
It's always needed repairs throughout the years, yeah, I
Yes,
know.
and we're talking, my kids are old,
So,
so,
It's interesting. I thought they had some kind of, idea already what they
There is
were
a
floating around, you know?
there's a committee that's been going on now for, I don't know when it was formed, but they are figuring out what they want to do with the school, and then that would ultimately be, you know, whatever
Just
they
some
come up
kind of
with.
plan or
would be-
something,
Yeah,
right?
they're the ones putting together the plan, so
Mm.
I'm not sure who's on it, but they're,
well, I think they're the ones that are doing the tour, so,
Yeah.
yeah, and I'm just not sure what their names are, but.
All right, anything else anybody wants to bring up for this evening for
think
informal
so.
discussion?
Let's see.
Again, we've only got 3 more
meetings.
regular planning meetings after this. 3 more,
Ah.
3 more, so.
Let's make a comment, I was surprised Dave's Hot Chicken is going in next to Starbucks there. Now you got Dave's Hot Chicken, you got Chick-fil-A, you got,
If you're hungry,
There's
there's
another
plenty of
chicken restaurant
choices
where
in
Burger
Plenty
King
of
that's
chicken,
going
hot
in.
chicken.
Oh, another
What the heck
chicken
is
restaurant?
that?
Yeah.
Hot chicken.
flooding the zone with
Three
chicken
three
places.
I like chicken, so that's good.
Even
All right.
Dairy Queen has, they have chicken sandwiches, and
Yeah.
McDonald's
Pretty
and
much get a
Wendy's
chicken
and-
sandwich everywhere now.
You got chicken everywhere. And what's
Get
gonna be
chicken, you
next
can
to, the old, next to Firestone there? That's gonna be a chicken place too?
Hot chicken, isn't it?
That,
Is that the one, hot chicken it's
No,
called?
the other new
Oh.
hot chicken is gonna be where, next
Oh,
to
yeah.
Starbucks.
Moses
Oh, yeah,
Well, you
yeah.
got Chick-fil-A right there.
And Chick-fil-A, well, yeah.
That's gonna be an enterprise rent-a-car.
oh, really?
Oh, is it?
It's a
Oh,
good
so
spot for
it
it.
was supposed to be a restaurant first, right?
Originally, one of the chicken locations was looking at that as a location. I'm sorry, I can't remember which one it was off the
Dave's
top
Hot
of my head.
Chicken.
But they moved.
Dave's
and
Hot.
To either the Starbucks location or
I
the
think the
old
Starbucks
Burger
is
King
burning, yeah.
location. So
Mhm.
They chickened
And
out.
then where Burger King used to be, that's now another.
that's, yeah, so those are the 2
Yep.
locations for the new chicken restaurants.
Mhm.
Oh, my God.
Which do we have more, chicken restaurants or grocery stores, right?
Pizza places.
It's a race.
I know, pizza
Do
place.
you know when the new grocery store's opening?
I'm hoping, I keep on hearing by the end of the summer, early, or September-ish,
Mhm.
but that's a moving target.
Okay.
Well, you can drive by, you start to see some shelves
The
are going
lights are
up
on.
and stuff, and, you know,
The lights.
time
are-
you go by, it's, you know, taking a while.
So they have a cart return already out?
That has been out first.
Okay.
That cracks me up, but that was one of the first things I noticed
Although I
when
think
did one of the
Amazon
first
had
things.
cart returns out too that said Amazon on them, and see how that went.
Mm-hmm.
All
It's
right.
a very small one.
Yes.
I think we've reached the moment. Anybody like to make a motion to adjourn? Linda's not here to do it.
Go ahead, you can go. I'll
I'll make
second
the
it for you.
Yeah?
Yep.
Is there a second?
Okay, second.
All right, third and fourth,
All right.
yes,
Yep.
aye,
Aye.
yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.